Divine Series, Episode 1, Divine War. At the horizon of an untouched universe, where stars serve as eternal lanterns, a man named Adam Lucius sits in reverent silence. He is not merely a storyteller, he is a gateway to the past, unrolling the scrolls of fate in the Divine Series. This is a sacred task, a calling to unveil profound truths hidden behind a veil of mystery, continuing a cosmic saga of Eve, Adam, Lucifer, and Satan. Adam Lucius's journey is a pilgrimage into the soul. To touch the astral book, he must purify his body and spirit, achieving a state of absolute stability. Imagine, he whispers, as if his words flow from another dimension, diving to the bottom of a silent ocean. Pressure crushes from all sides, and the time to breathe is fleeting. That's what it feels like to read the book. Each symbol is a wave of meaning I must grasp before my consciousness resurfaces. The astral book, its script carved by angels, communicates not through writing but through vibrations. Its ancient symbols meld into Adam Lucius's heart, becoming a language of the soul that transcends words and sound, a pure understanding that reveals all. From Adam Lucius's meditative silence, the narrative shifts to an unimaginably majestic stage, the Great Hall. Pillars of light rise to support a ceiling shimmering with nebulae, and its crystal floor reflects the splendor of the gathered heavenly beings. Yet this grandeur now feels cold and foreboding. A heavy question hangs in the air, cleaving eternity. The angels, beings of light, stand divided in silence. Their wings, once radiant with harmony, now tremble with doubt. Some gaze with compassion at the figure in the center of the hall, others with sharp, judgmental eyes. At the heart of it all stands Lucifer, the morning star. His once brilliant light now dims, shrouded in sorrow and wrath. His heart, once overflowing with devotion, is now shattered by betrayal. His inner voice echoes, who never once defied his command, who served longer than the count of stars, and now faced with this humiliation? His wounded gaze turns to Adam, the mortal he deems the root of his misfortune. But another shadow moves among the pillars of light, a being whose mind is a labyrinth of deceit, Satan. With cunning beyond measure, he has foreseen his own downfall and devised a sinister plan. In a covert act, he has seized a terrifying ancient relic, a single-eyed pendant pulsing with dark power. This artifact grants him the ability to traverse space in an instant and cloak his form. When his turn to speak arrives, Satan steps forward with steps laced with false reverence. With a voice that quivers with feigned piety, he hurls accusations at Lucifer. Yet, every word is a double-edged dagger, a perfectly crafted betrayal designed to save himself while pushing Lucifer deeper into the abyss. It is a grand performance that might deceive all of heaven's host, but never the all-seeing gaze of God, who peers directly into Satan's blackened heart. Lucifer's rage, ignited by this betrayal, erupts like a supernova. With a roar that shakes the great hall, he lunges at Adam, seeking to unleash all his anguish. But before his attack can land, a shimmering shield of light intervenes. There stands Michael, the commander of heaven's armies. His face is calm, but his gaze is as unyielding as steel, the embodiment of discipline and absolute loyalty. Witnessing Michael's unwavering devotion, a divine gift descends from the throne of God. The Almighty bestows upon Michael boundless power. His body is enveloped in holy fire, and a radiant majesty shines from him, so bright that other angels must turn away. Michael has transformed. With this newfound power, he faces Lucifer, not as a brother, but as the enforcer of divine justice. The battle begins, the divine war. The clash of their powers echoes across the celestial realm. This is no mere physical conflict, but a war between pride and obedience, rebellion and devotion. Amid the epic chaos, Satan seizes his chance. He sheds his angelic form, transforming into the most feared of ancient monsters, a colossal dragon with obsidian scales and eyes blazing with malice. The dragon soars, targeting Adam and Eve, intent on destroying the foundation of all creation. But its savage onslaught is met by two mighty forces, Michael, now as powerful as a cosmic storm, and Gabriel, the messenger of revelation, standing at his side. The heavens become a canvas for a cataclysmic battle that will determine the fate of the universe. At last, the war reaches its climax. Exhaustion and defeat begin to overshadow Lucifer. With the power granted by God, Michael drives the morning star to his limits. Then, in the trembling silence after the storm, the final decree resounds. The voice of God, not words, but absolute power, echoes through all existence. The verdict is delivered. The heavens seem to weep as a tear forms in the fabric of reality. Lucifer, his light extinguished, Satan, in his defeated dragon form, and a third of heaven's host who chose rebellion are all drawn into the rift. They fall, cast from heaven's glory, plummeting through galaxies and nebulae toward a young, fragile blue world, Earth. Their fall leaves a scar in the heavens and a new beginning in the world below. This epic tale concludes, yet it opens the door to further questions. What is the true purpose of womankind's creation? How does the mysterious history of the Jinn intertwine with humanity's fate? The curtain falls on one act, but this divine saga is far from over.